Yeah, today thought I'd tear down this Sears garage door opener. First thing I did, cut the plug off. I got a whole bunch of them I need to take in the house and kind of clean them up as I'm watching YouTube videos and whatnot. Okay, got the cord cut off. Okay, flip that monitor over so I can have a sense of what we're looking at here. I'm in the shot. Grab my little, there's the right one. And we'll I'm not sure if I need to get this cover off. I don't need to pull that screw, not at this moment. Anyway, okay, now pull these two screws out of this side. The magnet got a hold of that one, didn't want to let go. Yeah, it looks like we got a rat's nest in here. Hopefully the rat is no longer there. We've got two nice holes here in the back for the rat to get in and out of there. Yeah, nice. The fun of this, some of the stuff we pick up, right? So sometimes maybe these street scrappers got the right idea. Just pick it up and haul it in. Don't even mess with it. So we don't have a whole lot in here. We got a little bit of wiring going from one end to the other. Usually the V-belt here don't really have any use for, so I just cut that with my side cutters. Yeah, we could I could try to get this plate here off. Give me a little more room there to get in, but I think I'll try to get this motor off of here. Looks like it's about a 7/16, could be ½ inch. I'm going to try the 7/16 on here. Nope, it's ½ inch. Okay, take that back off. And I think I got a 3/8 impact. I think it's got a ½ inch on it. That'll make quick work of it. Socket falls off. That speeds things up, doesn't it? Okay. Anyway, that's loose now except for the wires that are connecting it. So I'll cut those off, and there's our motor. Now over here, got a little transformer, and I'll put the 3/8 impact away. The transformer looks like it has about 1/4 inch on it. So we'll put the 1/4 inch down here, pull that one out, that one out, throw them in my bucket. Now we've got a light socket here. Another light socket over here. That's one thing about garage door openers, they usually had lights on them and a lot of times plug-ins on them too. I got two light sockets at this end. Looks like they're held in with a 1/4 inch screw on each, 1/4 inch screw on each one. The other side just fits into a slot. Those sometimes may be worth hanging on to if you need to wire in a light somewhere or make a little test light. So it never hurts to hang on to a couple of those. 5-gallon bucket full? Nah, you probably don't need that many. Little transformer. I got a milk crate down here and tossing those in for right now. I'll tear that motor down at a later time. We got quite a bit of wire here and back this way. It looks like we got a little board here on this one that a lot of this wire connects to. So I'll just try to pull this board off of there. I got another little piece here. I'm trying to see if it, I think it just connects to this one plate here. I didn't see, there's a couple screws there, but I didn't see them coming through the back end. And I can't get to it with that on there, so I'm going to get a small wrench and see if I can't get that off. But before I get the wrench, I'm going to give it a little blast of WD-40. As small as that is, it's going to take something pretty small. We'll go with a 5/16. It looks like it fitted about perfect. Nice and tight. They didn't want that thing to move, that's for sure. Not putting two of these on there. Okay, so that's loose. Or at least the bolts are loose. It's got a little rust on it, so it may or may not. It looks like it might have been moving up and down a little bit there. There it is. Okay. That's ready for the 10 pile shred. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to clip all these right at the brass fitting, and then I'll pull all these brass fittings off later to put in my jar. Couple little short pieces there that are coming off. They're just kind of looped from one connection to another. And this lead white one there. As you can see, there's quite a bit of brass on there. Okay, now with that wheel's out of the way, I can get to this other. I can get to the screw, but can I get a bite on it? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, let me get the manual nut driver. That's pretty tight. May have to put a socket on it. Somebody just pulled in back here. Okay, there we go. I found them. So you try to give good downward pressure. Yeah, that's breaking it loose. I think it's just pretty tight. Yeah, the bad thing is these kind of get stripped out at the ends. Even that one's trying to jump. Okay, we got this piece loose. Clip those pieces of brass off. Wife's having a yard sale out there today and yesterday, and guy come by. I don't know if you can see it back here behind me, but you have big old under the counter ice maker and bin. You can kind of see most of it back in there, but guy come by yesterday and got talking. I told him I picked up scrap metal, and he said he had that in the back of his truck. So we unloaded it and I brought it around back here. So I don't even have to go pick it up sometimes. It's nice when they bring it to you, but he had no idea I was a scrapper. He just had it in the back of his truck, and I mentioned it, and he said, "You can have it if you want it." I said, "Sure." There's a nice little handful of wire there. All the ends are cut off. Throw it in my little tote over there. Sometimes it's easier to pull the wire off and then cut the brass off. But for video purposes, that takes a little longer sometimes. And sometimes you can spend a little while just cutting wire off of these connectors on some of these things. Microwaves are bad about it. A lot of wire. A lot of short wires, but so they don't really add up to much weight. But it all adds up together, so you may only get a 1/8 of a pound here, 1/8 of a pound there, but eventually you may end up with quite a bit. Since these are all in there a little ways, I'm just trying to, I really can't see what I'm doing in there. Okay, got these two off and toss them, get them out of my hand. Hope everybody's finding lots of scrap out there. Okay, cut all the wires off. Still got 2 wires right here. They're going into that little box, so I'll have to check into that. But for the most part, we've got this thing cleaned up already, except for the motor. And now this piece that's inside of this thing's got a lot of brass contacts, and inside it may have silver contacts, so it may be worth trying to pull out of here. A couple switches. It's always worth tearing into and just seeing what's in there. You know, sometimes it may be nothing, but sometimes you might get some silver and stuff. And so far I haven't really researched a lot on how to reclaim the silver off of a lot of these switches and stuff. I've got a bunch of different sockets and stuff. Yeah, they had the 2 light sockets here, then they got the plug-in back here. But one of these days I'm going to start researching that, because I got a whole bunch of circuit breakers and different things, switches and stuff like this that will have good chance to have silver contacts on them, and see how much silver I can reclaim. Hopefully it's worth the time and the cost of the chemicals to do it. But it might be interesting, might be fun to do. But yeah, hopefully you can get several ounces or a pound of copper, silver. You know, you never know. Looks like this box is riveted on, so I'm just going to cut those wires right there and call this good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, we got some switches right here and contacts. I turned that around where I can see back there, and I forgot to flip it back around. But you see here we got some little switches in here on both sides, little contact points there. That may be silver coated. And then we got a little bit of copper right in there. So this piece was definitely worth pulling. Looks like it's got 2 Phillips head screws here that are kind of rusty, but they may be able to get them out. If not, I'll just cut them off. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I want to remind you about my Amazon affiliate link. Got lots of goodies on there, so there'll be a link in the description below the video. So if you got the time, go ahead and hop on over there and see what I got there on Amazon. Might be some stuff you could use. Maybe some stuff you need. And yeah, if you're new here, and I invite you to look around the channel, see what you think, look at the playlist, and see if I can earn your subscription. And then if I do, hit that notification bell, you know, so you're alerted anytime I put out a new video. And next video maybe that dish or that ice maker. I was going to do that for this video, but it's about going on 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's good 85 degrees out here. So I got a nice little breeze blowing in the shop right now coming out of the south, so it's bearable. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to be out here too long in the heat, so I might try to get out here earlier tomorrow or Saturday morning and try to tear into that. I figure that's going to be a little more work than what this one was. I still got these little pieces to clean up, but I'm going to haul that out, throw it in my tin bin, or put it in one of the refrigerators on the trailer, and we'll see you guys in the next video. So happy scrapping.